Archie Manning, his dad was there. And I was like, holy cow. And it brought this story to mind. So I thought, oh, I'll tell that story on the air tomorrow. This was yesterday. And I was writing some notes down and thinking about it. So I'm going to tell you the story. Then I'll tell you what my mother said about it.
Okay.
My dad was a high school football player, Greenville, Mississippi, Greenville Hornets, or Yellow Jackets, or whatever.
Something that buzzes around.
So, and he was a running back, and he was really good at it. And he, my mom's got scrapbooks of the accolades in the paper. My dad had games on VHS that he'd watch when he'd get really drunk, and that kind of stuff. And there's this story.
It's like Al Bundy,
where my dad was playing football and against, I guess, because Archie Manning went to high school in Sunflower County, Mississippi, down around Drew, Mississippi. Okay. So I guess it was Drew High School. I don't really know the name of the high school. That Archie Manning was quarterback, obviously. So my dad, I thought, would tell this story about how he played against Archie Manning. My dad was the running back for Greenville. Archie was the quarterback for Drew. And they lost. My dad lost 38-6 because it was against.
You even know the score.
I know. And so I'm asking my mom for more details about the story. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was married to the man for 50 years and never heard that story one time. And I'm like, well, you mean he never told that story?
She was like, I've never heard it. No. So somehow or another, and then I did a little research, and it's come to find out there's no way it could have been true because my dad was 7 years older than Archie Manning.
Do you think
how did I come up with this story?
Well, did he tell you? Was he telling you a lie?
My dad was an Archie Manning fan. He was a Saints fan when Archie Manning was the quarterback for the Saints. My dad was an Ole Miss fan when Archie Manning was the quarterback at Ole Miss. And I guess I just dreamed it up. I have no idea where this story came from.
I mean, you have details. You have score and everything.
Yeah. Where did I get this damn story from? But my mom's like, no, he never told that story. She's looking at me like I got three heads the whole time I'm talking. And I'm just like, wow. So I went to bed last night deflated.
Is this one of those stories that your dad tells you and, he's not lying because he's just kind of being funny? And then us kids, because I remember it was like third or fourth grade and my teacher said, does anybody know anybody that can speak another language? And I raised my hand and said, my dad can speak every language except Greek. Because of that joke, it's Greek to me. But I didn't know it was a joke. Of course, she's laughing at me. So, you know what I mean? Like your dad said it, kidding.
And then I made up all the details?
Or he made up all the details and
just to string me along?
Yeah, and then never told you that was a lie.
And never told me any different. I don't know. Maybe I made it up because I just wanted, thought of my dad. So thought of my dad was just as big an icon as Archie Manning. So they had to have played against each other. They were both in Mississippi, high school around the same time. I don't know. Don't know where I got that damn story from. I did. And I've been telling it to everybody thinking it was true for 20 years.
Man.
I found out last night I have been perpetuating a lie. Like, I don't think my old man told me the story, like trying to be something he wasn't. That wasn't his style because like my mom said, he never told that story. Married 50 years.
I'm wondering how you got it. Like, I want to ask him. I wish he wasn't gone. So
yeah, me too.
Because I really could. I've never met the man, but I could see him just going, dude, I was just kidding.
Right. I told you that in 1984, just messing with you. I was just messing with you.
Think of how many things we've gone through life and thought was one thing and not. Because I've told my kids stuff all the time. Kids are born with lies. Yeah. Every December.
Every April. Yeah. Every time a tooth falls out.
Yeah.
But do you really consider those lies? I mean, that seems like a harsh line in the sand.
I agree. It is a lie. I mean, it's not. No, I don't consider those lies. But how many times, and I can't think of an example, but my kid would ask something and I would just give them an answer that's not true.
Asparagus.
Right. So the rest of their life, they're like going around asparagus.
Until somebody looks at them like they're an idiot and go, no, that's broccoli.
Seriously.
No, those are pinto beans.
901-535-9898. Call us or text us and tell us something that you believed forever that just wasn't true.
What lie?
So this could be the worst boy choir in the history of boy choirs. This starts with some kids singing and then quickly goes off the rails. You'll hear where. He derailed that thing on purpose, I think.
Cory.
I think that was my kid.
I know. What if that was? I would lose my mind.
I would. This is going good. Oh, beautiful. He's singing his heart out. He's got a joyful noise. It's a noise anyway.
Oh, man. I would just crawl in a hole and die.
That was my kid. I'd just get up and walk out.
Right. Because you know it's the bad kid. There's no way around it. It's not the good kid.
No, the good kid didn't derail the choir performance.
That is fantastic.
But Cory's kid does. He's done this 3 years in a row. When are we going to stop letting him join the choir?
I'm surprised there still is a boys choir.
Guinness Book of World Records getting crushed left and right, Danny. Did you know about that?
Literally.
A Nevada bodybuilder has made it into the Guinness Book of World Records for crushing watermelons with her thighs.
Courtney Olson crushing 3 watermelons in 7.5 seconds for the record.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, no. Have you ever crushed anything with your thighs?
Just the heart.
I don't know whether they call her watermelon thigh, thunder thigh, or Courtney. Because that's her name.
I know.
Her poor boyfriend.
Oh, you think she's got one?
He's got so many filthy jokes.
Oh, I don't know that she. I don't know.
Oh man!
I mean, she is just sitting on the ground, puts the watermelon between her legs, and just crushes it.
You know, watermelon.
I mean, it looks like David Letterman when he used to throw watermelons off.
I hear tell she's related to Gallagher.
I bet she. I bet she could just crush your head.
That's what I'm saying. Don't put your head down there, fellas.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Bender going into Claire.
Don't do it.
In Breakfast Club.
Right? And that would end badly with a crushed skull.
Next time I come in here, I'm cracking skulls. Or Courtney will.
Or next time I come in here, I'm bringing this girl to crack skulls. We got a senseless survey coming up for you in just a few minutes. We'll call a number at random and see if we can get whoever answers the phone to stay on the phone through a series of ridiculous survey questions.